Sam, a round of applause. Now, more importantly, and I want you guys to scream as loud as you can when I say this, give a round of applause to every student who came here today to hold their leaders accountable. Let's see if they come out and say something. Now, I come from the U of D campus. We're a commuter campus, and we come from the city that was probably one of the biggest hits because of the automotive industry. 70% of students at our university have to have a job outside of their classes just so they can pay their tuition. If you have a job and if you are in need of a job just so you can pay your tuition, let them hear your voice. If you have had to consistently increase your hours at work, decrease your hours of studying, just because they don't hold you as a priority, let them hear your voices. We have non-traditional students at our campus that had to come back to school because they can't find a job. They're coming back to school, they're decreasing our funding, and they have no idea what to do. We don't have funding for these people. For these students. These non-traditional. They don't understand that lowering our funding sets us up for failure. That's right! Now, we took a look into their budget. And one of their biggest priorities in their budget is construction, and police and security. Now, let's ask them a question. How do you expect new technology to be built for construction when our students can't build that technology? They can't graduate because they can't afford tuition to graduate and build new technology for construction. How do you expect anybody to become a police officer or anything in safety where we can't pay for our classes to do what you hold as a priority? The future of doctors, lawyers, engineers, professors, teachers, legislators are all right in front of us, and they don't hold us as a priority. Now, Michigan has a motto, and it's leaders in the best. You guys probably know about that, too. The students of Michigan are prepared to be the best. Now they need our leaders to invest in us. When I was in high school, I took it was called MEET at the time, and now it's called the Michigan Promise. You guys know about that.
Oh yeah!
They did. Today we hear that they backed on their word.
Promised us! They broke their promise!
How many of you were affected by that promise? How many of you depended on that money? We have a student promise today. Let's tell our legislators. For every promise that's broken, you will hear our voices. For every time tuition goes up, triple the rate of inflation, you will hear our voices. For every time you have to increase working on the weekend to pay for your tuition, you will hear our voices. And until education is your number one priority, trust me, you will hear our voices.
Education first!
Now, there's a...
Education first!
Let them hear you. Come out. We're waiting. We need you. We need your help.
Education first. Education first. Education first. Education first. Education first.
Now, let me make our last point, and I promise I won't be here anymore. In terms of the student promise that I just talked about, there's one difference between the Michigan promise and the student promise, and that is that our promise will never be broken. Thank you, guys.